Graduands, guests and colleagues, my name is Mary Howarth and it is both an honour and a privilege to stand before you today and welcome you to this August 2021 virtual graduation ceremony. As graduates, you will join an international community of over 123,000 York alumni in 183 countries. The York Global Alumni Association organises many events, networks and services that are designed to help you make connections with other alumni across the world and boost your career prospects. As you get your first job or take up further study or training, please remember to keep us in touch with what you're doing. Understanding the career paths you take will help us to provide the right support for current students and make sure we offer graduates like you relevant information and opportunities. Today is a very special day for all of you. Graduation is a milestone, but today is not the graduation any of us had quite envisaged, and we look forward to being able to welcome you all back to campus for a celebration in spring 2022 when it's safe to do so. So our virtual ceremony is different, but we hope that you will find lots to appreciate in the next hour or so, and a few surprises along the way. So please do stay with us. We very much hope that you're enjoying your day with your family, friends and the supporters who've been part of this remarkable journey that you've all taken. We'd love to hear how you're all celebrating today, so please use the hashtag UOYGraduation on social media to share your stories and thank your friends and supporters. And do take a moment to raise a glass to your achievements. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Professor Sir Malcolm Grant, University Chancellor, who will declare the congregation open for the conferment of awards.
Welcome everybody to this graduation ceremony of the University of York, where today we're celebrating the accomplishments and achievements of our graduates in the Faculty of Social Sciences. It's a real ceremony, and it's one that's being relayed across the world. So I'm delighted to welcome not only our graduands, but also friends and family, wherever you may be. Of course, in a normal year, we would be in Central Hall, and there would be a great deal of hollering, of laughter, and of tears, and of embrace and hugs of warm congratulations. Although we're missing that element in person this year, we are nonetheless conferring formally degrees upon you who, at the beginning of this transmission, are graduands of the University of York, and by virtue of the powers vested in me and in the Vice-Chancellor, will by the end of this ceremony be our graduates. Today we're celebrating the social sciences, and what a remarkable array of disciplines are represented on today's roll call. The experience of the last 18 months has been extremely difficult for you, our graduands, and also, of course, for our staff across the whole of the campus here at the university. But it's also had the impact, I think, on all of us, of understanding how important are the disciplines of the social sciences in our comprehension of the impact of this COVID. It's not just the sheer miracles of medical sciences that have produced these wonderful vaccines, but also the understanding that can come from economics and from politics and from the other disciplines that are represented here of how human behaviour responds to a crisis and how political judgment needs to properly take into account the human aspects of COVID as well as the medical aspects. And so here at the university, we are delighted to confer these awards and to recognise your achievements, but to understand that this is but the start of a trajectory which we know you will follow as you leave these halls and go out to develop your knowledge and understanding built upon everything that you've learned here. I'd like to couple my personal congratulations to you with my grateful thanks to everybody here at the university who have worked so closely as a team to maintain the integrity of the educational experience, looking forward to a future in which our doors are wide open again and the university continues to flourish beyond the present crisis. it gives me enormous pleasure to declare this ceremony open for the conferment of awards to all of our graduands.
Chancellor, it's my privilege to present to you Professor Richard Clegg, who will accept our invitation into the University's College of Benefactors on behalf of Lloyds Register Foundation. Lloyds Register Foundation supports research, innovation and education in order to make the world a safer place. Since 2018, the Foundation has supported the Assuring Autonomy International programme at York, which is working to assure the safety of robotics and autonomous systems so that they can be safely used to improve people's lives. This includes everything from driverless cars to medical technologies designed to improve patient care and relieve pressure on hospital staff. Our partnership is underpinned by our shared commitment to make a positive difference to the world around us. To give just a few examples of how this partnership has enabled us to do this, together we have developed the world's first systematic way of assuring the safety of machine learning in autonomous systems, connecting with hundreds of technology developers to increase their understanding of this guidance. We've developed and delivered training courses for NHS staff to help them understand the use of machine learning and artificial intelligence in healthcare and how to assure the safety of such technology. And we've begun a programme of public engagement to increase the public's understanding of new technologies and give confidence in using them. We're now building the next phase of this work, quite literally. Later this year, we'll open the world's first Institute for Safe Autonomy, a new research facility to broaden the scope of this work and continue our work to ensure a safe future for everybody. None of this would have been possible without the vision and support of Lloyds Register Foundation. I'd like to offer particular thanks to colleagues at the Foundation who provided expert advice as the programme has developed and have become trusted friends as well as colleagues. Therefore, it's my great privilege to present Professor Richard Clegg, Chief Executive of Lloyds Register Foundation, to you, Chancellor, and to ask that you formally induct the Foundation into the University of York's College of Benefactors. I now call upon Professor Stuart Bell, Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences.
Thank you, Chancellor. My name is Professor Stuart Bell, and I am the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, and I would like to welcome all who are celebrating our graduation ceremonies here in the UK and around the world. A graduation ceremony marks a momentous milestone in every student's academic journey. It is the culmination of lots of hard work, perseverance and determination. And this is, of course, particularly true in light of the global pandemic, which has brought unforeseen challenges and difficulties for all of us. To our graduands, this is a time when family and friends can gather with you to recognise what you have achieved in your degree programmes. And while this graduation ceremony may differ from the traditional event, their pride in you is no less. All of us at the University of York are immensely proud of your commitment to achieving your goals, and we are very honoured to share this day with you. On behalf of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates. Doctor of Philosophy in Economics, Master of Science in Economics and Finance, Master of Science in Finance, Master of Science in Project Analysis, Finance and Investment, Postgraduate Certificate in Health Economics for Healthcare Professionals, Bachelor of Science in Economics, Bachelor of Science in Economics and Econometrics, Bachelor of Science in Economics and Finance, Bachelor of Science in Economics, Econometrics and Finance. Bachelor of Science in Economics with placement year. Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Linguistics. Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Master of Arts in Education. Master of Arts in Global and International Citizenship Education. Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Master of Science in Psychology in Education. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Biology. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Chemistry. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in English. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Geography. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in History. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Mathematics. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Modern Languages, French with German. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Modern Languages, French with Spanish. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Modern Languages, German with French. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Modern Languages, German with Spanish. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Modern Languages, Spanish with French. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Modern Languages, Spanish with German. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Physics. Bachelor of Arts in Education. Bachelor of Arts in English in Education. Bachelor of Science in Psychology in Education. Doctor of Philosophy in Law. Master of Laws in International Human Rights Law and Practice. Bachelor of Laws in Law. Bachelor of Laws in Law with a year abroad. Bachelor of Laws in Law with placement year. Bachelor of Laws, senior status in law. Doctor of Philosophy in Management. Master of Arts in Railway Studies. Master of Science in Accounting and Financial Management. Master of Science in Finance, Leadership and Management. Master of Science in Global Marketing. Master of Science in Innovation, Leadership and Management. Master of Science in International Business, Leadership and Management. Master of Science in Management. Master of Science in Management with Business Finance. Postgraduate Certificate in Global Marketing. Postgraduate Certificate in International Business. Postgraduate Certificate in International Business and Strategic Management. Postgraduate Certificate in International Business Leadership and Management. Postgraduate Certificate in Management. Bachelor of Arts in Business and Management. Bachelor of Arts in Business and Management with a year in industry. Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Business Finance and Management. Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Business Finance and Management with a year in industry. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science with a year in industry. Bachelor of Science in Business and Management. Bachelor of Science in Business and Management with a year in industry. Bachelor of Science in Marketing. Bachelor of Science in Marketing with a year in industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ensemble Eonomy will perform their arrangement of Days by Ray Davies.
Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me. I bless the light, I bless the light that lights on you, believe me. And though you're gone,
On behalf of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates. Doctor of Philosophy, Politics and Economics. Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Philosophy. Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Politics. Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Politics. Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Politics with placement year. Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Politics and Economics. Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Politics and Economics with placement year. Doctor of Philosophy in Politics. Doctor of Philosophy in Post-War Recovery Studies. Master of Arts in Applied Human Rights. Master of Arts in Conflict Governance and Development. Master of Arts in International Relations. Master of Public Administration in Public Administration, International Development. Master of Public Administration in Public Administration with Professional Placement. Bachelor of Arts in International Relations. Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with a year abroad. Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with a year in industry. Bachelor of Arts in Politics. Bachelor of Arts in Politics with a year abroad. Bachelor of Arts in Politics with a year in industry. Bachelor of Arts in Politics with International Relations. Bachelor of Arts in Politics with International Relations with a year abroad. Bachelor of Arts in Politics with International Relations with a year in industry. Master of Arts in Social Research. Bachelor of Arts in Social and Political Sciences. Bachelor of Arts in Social and Political Sciences with a year abroad. Bachelor of Arts in Social and Political Sciences with Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy in Social Policy and Social Work. Master of Arts in Comparative and International Social Policy. Master of Arts in Global Crime and Justice. Master of Arts in Public Policy and Management. Master of Arts in Social and Public Policy. Master of Arts in Social Work. Master of Arts in Social Work Practice, Think Ahead. Master of Public Administration in Comparative Applied Social and Public Policy, Evaluation and Research. Master of Public Administration in Public Administration, International Development. Master of Public Policy and Management. Master of Research in Social Policy. Postgraduate Diploma in Social Work. Bachelor of Arts in Applied Social. Bachelor of Arts in Social Policy, Crime and Criminal Justice. Bachelor of Arts in Social Work. Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology. Master of Arts by Research in Sociology. Master of Arts in Criminology and Social Research. Master of Arts in Culture, Society and Globalization. Master of Arts in Social Media and Social Research. Master of Science in Social Media and Management. Bachelor of Arts in Criminology. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Education. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a year abroad. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with Criminology. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with Placement Year. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with Social Psychology. Doctor of Philosophy in Women's Studies. Master of Arts in Women's and Gender Studies. Master of Arts in Women's Studies, Humanities.
It is my enormous pleasure to introduce Beth Rulam, our student orator, who will speak on behalf of the class of 2021. Our student orators have been invited to speak in recognition of their hard work on behalf of the student community and commitment to their studies. Our speakers have both pursued the most enriching experience that they could during their time at York, as well as giving back to their community. On behalf of the class of 2021, I give you Beth.
My name is Beth Rulam. On behalf of the Social Sciences graduating class of 2021, it is my privilege and honor to welcome our families, friends, distinguished guests and members of the faculty to this online graduation ceremony. Today we are all surrounded by technology, and that has been a great enabler for everyone in these unprecedented times. Video platforms have leveled the playing field for us all. We've accessed lectures, attended seminars, done group work, and had supervision in ways we never felt possible. Sometimes it wasn't easy to feel that our peers and the academic staff were actually sat in our private study areas. At other times, I know I gained more from the focus this brought. In these difficult times, we are sadly unable to meet face to face to celebrate our graduation from the University of York. Something I have looked forward to throughout my studies. But I hope that wherever you are, you have your friends and families watching with you now. Even if they cannot be in the same place that you are today. For purely selfish reasons, I am actually delighted we are graduating online, because I can take part and be with you all, whilst I am sat in a Paralympic athlete village in Tokyo, waiting to compete in a boxer competition. I've been a dual career athlete during my time at York. That means training on an elite sporting pathway alongside studying, attending university, as was pointed out to me by my supervisor, Arnie Llewellyn, in my first year, is more than just about having your head in a book. It is about finding your passions, extending your horizons, enjoying the freedom of independent living, making your own choices, fulfilling your potential, and preparing yourself for the future. I hope that, like me, you have done all that and more. I've been a dreamer all my life. Being at the University of York has given me the time to grow into my own skin, to plan and prepare for life, to work hard to achieve those goals and to make my dreams come true. 3 of my dreams were to get a degree, to represent my nation at the Paralympics, and live independently in my own home. All 3 have become a reality, and now I have the confidence to step out into the next stage of life. From the very first day at York, I felt valued and respected. The inclusive, flexible and supportive can-do attitude of all the staff has been impressive. Nothing has ever been too much trouble. I've made amazing friends. I have felt welcomed and experienced a sense of belonging like never before. So much so that my heart now belongs to York. I hope that wherever your journey through life takes you, as you start upon new phases in your life, then York will remain in the corner of your heart too. Good luck to you all. Thank you, York.
We are honoured today by the presence of Kevin Page, and I'm delighted to present Dr. Michael Horvath of the Department of Economics, who will pay tribute to Kevin.
Chancellor, it is a huge privilege to present our honorary graduate, Kevin Page, President and CEO of the Institute for Fiscal Studies and Democracy at the University of Ottawa. One former Canadian finance minister labelled Kevin as unbelievable, unreliable, and incredible. So why are we, you might ask, giving an honorary doctorate to somebody singled out by a prominent politician on national television to be incompetent? All his life, Kevin has been a model public servant, telling it like it is, based on solid analysis, to politicians and the public. And of course, those in power do not always like it. If you don't get hit, you're not playing the game, was how he responded in an interview to the often very personal attacks. To those who know Kevin, he is anything but the type of person who would be looking for a conflict. But he stands firm and fearless when it comes to defending the right of parliamentarians and the people to know what the government does. The institution he was appointed to found and lead in 2008, Canada's Parliamentary Budget Office, similar to the United Kingdom's Office for Budget Responsibility, flourished even though all signs suggested it had been designed to fail. It survived deliberate attempts to curtail its budget and powers. It has provided independent budgetary analysis to enhance the power of the Parliament and indeed the broader public to scrutinize the conduct of the government. Institutions like this are essential for a democracy to function well in a world in which the noise of alternative facts is increasingly deafening. Kevin has also been a passionate global advocate of government accountability. He has been spreading the lessons from his own experience and the best practice observed while working with other similar institutions in advanced economies to many developing nations, mainly in sub-Saharan Africa. Kevin is the kindest of mentors and an inspiring educator of the next generation of public servants. After leaving civil service, he founded the Institute for Fiscal Studies and Democracy, a policy institute affiliated with the University of Ottawa. The institution provides a bridge between academia and policymakers. It serves as a platform for workshops and training courses. A particularly inspirational aspect of the setup is the involvement of even undergraduate students in the production of policy reports tackling some of the most acute issues Canada faces today. The Institute demonstrates the potential that lies in an interdisciplinary, university-affiliated policy unit. Economics at York has a long tradition of scholarship that lies on the boundary between scientific inquiry and public policy. Many of the founding fathers of the department came from careers in civil service, and many graduates went on to successful careers in the public sector all around the world. There probably aren't too many among the students graduating today who have been thinking about careers in the civil service. It may not have the glamorous image of jobs in finance and consultancy. But the important battles that shape our societies are fought within a complex system of public institutions we have developed for a good reason. We need role models like Kevin to inspire the future generations to make this system work so that our societies remain free and prosperous. So, Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Kevin Page for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Through the power vested in me by the University of York, I have great pleasure in conferring upon Professor Kevin Page the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
I want to thank the University of York, the Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Horvath, my colleague and presenter, and all the unsung workers at the university that worked so hard to make this graduation ceremony possible in the unusual times of a global pandemic. I am truly humbled by this award. It is said that the best things in life are often unexpected, in part because there are no expectations. I accept it with heartfelt gratitude. It is an unexpected honor. There is some irony in me receiving distinction for my work as Canada's first parliamentary budget officer. It is ironic because it was a job I did not want. Nobody really wanted the job. Few thought that governments wanted more accountability, even though it was needed. I took the job because someone told me I could make a difference. Even a small difference could be a big deal. Lesson learned, small positive changes are important. I took the job after I lost a son in an accident. My late son Tyler taught me that life is short and fragile. Lesson learned. Try to make the most out of the short time we have. Sometimes it is harder to get started than to keep going. Get started. To get an honorary doctorate from the University of York, renowned for its vision of providing ethical and empowering education for students, and research with relevance and reach, is especially meaningful. It is the right vision. Do your homework, stand up, speak truth to power. My message in a bottle to you is a quote from Albert Einstein. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. You have demonstrated this capacity by graduating university during a global pandemic. While world economies were being shut down to limit the spread of a virus, you took opportunity to invest in your skills and your worldview. We must now work together to build a better post-pandemic world. We need artists and historians to strengthen our souls and give us perspective. It is said that the farther we look back, the better we can understand and project into the future. We need scientists, engineers, and public servants to build new infrastructure and design policies that will address challenges related to sustainability and inclusion. We need political leaders and civil society to work together to build institutions, to strengthen capacity to address global risks and foster liberal democracy. John F. Kennedy said we take on these challenges, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone. The research by social scientists like Hans Rosling and Steven Pinker remind us of the enormous progress humans have made to promote well-being. It is progress that has come to us with the help of reason, science, and humanism. It is a good formula. Threats from authoritarians and religious fundamentalists are dangerous, but they are not new phenomena. Let us have the courage to address these challenges. I wish you happiness, good health, and a long life. Thank you for this great honor.
I now have the pleasure of introducing Professor Charlie Jeffrey, Vice-Chancellor and President.
Hello there. I have two main tasks in this speech. First of all, I have the honour in this special online ceremony formally to award your degrees. So here goes. It's my honour today to confer awards on all graduands from the Faculty of Social Sciences. That makes you graduates of the university, which brings me to my second task. I have the pleasure to be the first to congratulate you on your graduation from the University of York. Graduation ceremonies are perhaps the most special part of my job. They mark the creativity, the energy, the passion, and the sheer hard work that you, our graduates, have put into your studies. This year, they mark something else too, your resilience and determination. It's not been easy since March last year, with all the changes you've had to deal with in learning, revising, and assessment, as we've followed the many twists and turns of government guidance during the pandemic. You rose to that challenge. I salute you for that, and for all the efforts you've made in doing so. Let me say on behalf of all my colleagues how proud of you we are. And I'm sure your family and friends are too. Normally at this point in Central Hall, I'd call on both my colleagues and your family and friends to summon up a raucous round of applause. So I hope that wherever you are now engulfed by claps, cheers, whoops and hollers of congratulation. As we convene today to celebrate our students' incredible achievements, I want to take a moment to reflect on the great privilege that a university education is, as we see so many others in other parts of the world denied that opportunity. Recent developments in Afghanistan are especially concerning. I know you'll join with me in hoping for a peaceful outcome to the situation there. Our thoughts are with the many former and current students we've had the honour to welcome from Afghanistan. We hope you're safe and that better times will return very soon, and we'll do what we can to support those who arrive in the UK in the coming weeks and months. Turning back to York, I hope that behind me you can make out a little of our campus. The lawn, the pond and the extraordinary yew trees that comprise the quiet place behind Heslington Hall. 60 years ago, there was no university here, but your university is already regarded as one of the UK's best and has an outstanding reputation worldwide. All the measures we routinely use on quality of teaching, excellence of research, prospects of graduates, economic impact, they all confirm that strength, that reputation, that quality. And that quality has a lot to do with our values. Our founders set up the university for public good. Our students were not just to be technically proficient in their fields, but also to be able to apply their learning for the benefit of our society in the UK and internationally. And our research wasn't intended just to open up new knowledge, but also to apply that knowledge with and through its students for, I quote, the amelioration of human life and conditions, or in other words, for public good. What do those values mean for you, our graduates? Let me answer that question by recalling a conversation I had a while ago with a group of leading figures from across the public and private sectors. The conversation was about what qualities they felt our graduates should have in an era of rapid technological change. The consensus was that while technical skills to work with new technologies were important, they were in the end temporary because technology will move on, and therefore they were secondary. What was more important was the ability to adapt, to apply critical thinking to new challenges, to collaborate, to be comfortable in different settings, public or private sector, in different places, different cultures. What we want from your graduates one of them summed up, is wisdom. Wisdom. The ability to think and act using knowledge, experience, understanding and insight. You, some of the graduates we were imagining in that conversation, do not graduate only with proficiency in your subjects. You graduate also with the building blocks of that wisdom. You are, as the motto at the foot of the university crest suggests, at the threshold of wisdom. You graduate from a university which brings together students from a wide array of academic disciplines, all with an eye on the public good that their knowledge can contribute to. As a result, you'll have encountered different ways of understanding the world around us and what you can do to help flourish in the future. And you will have got to know fellow students from all over that world. Our students hail from over 140 countries. We're a meeting place for students, local and international, to exchange the ideas, experiences and values they bring with them from different parts of the world. That exchange between students from different backgrounds and different places happens during study, but also beyond it. We're fortunate through our students' unions to have the richest variety of student societies and activities of any university in the UK. We cater for pretty much any shared interest you could imagine. I've been astounded and proud of how our societies have adapted during the pandemic to enable students to continue sharing those interests. And many of those shared interests look outward to address challenges our society faces. Whether through community volunteering in and around York, campaigning on the crucial issues of our time like climate change, or building international understanding. The breadth of perspective that comes from being part of such a multidisciplinary, global and socially committed community is an asset that you, our graduates, will take with you as you develop your careers, and it will also be an asset for the organisations you go on to work for. That breadth of perspective nurtures wisdom, and that in turn becomes a powerful platform for public good. All that, in this most extraordinary of years, is all the more important. The pandemic we're living through has had a terrible impact on our health, on our economies, on the education of our young people. Many of those impacts have sharpened existing inequalities, both within countries and between richer and poorer parts of the world. We face, as a result, an enormous challenge of recovery and renewal. You will be central to that challenge. As you set out to meet it, we want to hear from you. We look forward to hearing about the ways in which you use the skills you've developed through your degrees, but also the wisdom you've built through your wider experience here at York. We look forward to hearing about how you use that wisdom to build your own careers, but also to make your contribution to our founding principle, the amelioration of human life and conditions. We look forward to hearing about your contribution to the public good that's a special feature of being part of our community at the University of York. Please keep in touch. If this were a standard graduation ceremony, I'd now be calling on you, our graduates, to clap, cheer, whoop and holler for two groups of people. First, our staff at the university. Our lecturers, of course, but also everyone else who's supported you in your time at York. Departmental staff, librarians, cleaners, our counselling team, and many more. And the second group is your family and friends. I suspect they may have helped you from time to time during your period at the university, providing advice, companionship, the occasional shoulder to cry on, laundry services, and no doubt a little bit of money here and there. So graduates, wherever you are, will you raise the roof for our staff here at the university and for your family, friends and supporters? Thank you. As I close, I'll make a commitment to you. We will invite you and your family and friends back when it's possible to do so, to celebrate your graduation in person, in full academic dress, in our magnificent Central Hall. I look forward very much to that day. Until then, I wish you every happiness and success as you enter the next phase in your lives. And I'm delighted we now have two outstanding figures to add their thoughts on the next phase of your lives to those you heard earlier from the remarkable Professor Kevin Page. Rajini Vaidyanathan, South Asia correspondent with BBC News and an alumna of this university, and Sir Patrick Vallance, Chief Scientific Advisor to the UK Government, one of our honorary graduates, and someone you may have seen a bit on TV recently as the face of the UK's scientific response to the pandemic. Goodbye from me.
Hi, I'm Rajini Vaidyanathan. I'm South Asia correspondent with BBC News, and I'm also a presenter. But I'm here talking to you all today as a graduate of York University, and I want to start by congratulating you all on your achievements in the last few years. 2020 and 2021 has been an incredibly difficult year for everyone the world over, but particularly for students like yourself. You've not had the same university experience that people like me had. It's been a really challenging year, but you've all got through it, and that is absolutely amazing, and it's testament to the resilience that you've all shown in the last year. I remember when I was in your position, my graduation, which is a shocking 21 years ago. I know, I don't look that old. And I remember being scared, apprehensive, excited about what was around the corner. And it turned out okay. And I think one of the things that I take with me today from my time at York, not just the degree, but all the other things that I did around that as well. All of you who were involved in drama society or in the sports clubs, or indeed like myself, student media. So I have to give a special mention to anyone there who worked on York Vision, which of course is the best student newspaper in the country. Sorry to those who work for Nous. But on a more serious note, things like that gave me so many incredible experiences which I've taken here into my professional career, and also so many friends for life. In fact, just last weekend here in the UK, I'm here for a quick visit, and I met up with half a dozen of my York friends. That's 21 years on, and we're still as close as we were back then. There are so many things that you will grow with and learn in your time, in your professional life, that you will think back to your days at York. And so I just want to take this opportunity once again to wish you all the very best, and also reach out to your families who are with you today, who've also been on this journey with you. I will always remember my time at York and make sure that you don't forget how much you got for it. I wish I could turn back the clock and just have another weekend in James College JCR doing all the things that we used to do, but you will always have those memories, and I wish you all the best as you take those memories into your lives ahead.
I can't tell you how pleased I am to be able to offer you congratulations today. It's a very special day for you. It's a very special day where you all deserve congratulations, and I wish I could be there. I wish it could be a personal congratulations, but in the absence of being able to meet, please accept this virtual congratulations. It's a special congratulations because you've lived through 18 months of a very different student experience, and you've shown resilience, strength, adaptability, and what you've done will stand you in good stead for the future. And so it's a rather personal, heartfelt congratulations that you've achieved something remarkable, and your degree matters even more because of the way in which you've managed to achieve it. And the last 18 months has shown beyond anything the role of the universities and what we all have learnt in universities in society having to face big challenges. Of course, over the COVID period, science, technology and engineering have been crucial to try and understand the response we need to take to this threat. But it's not just those areas. The arts and humanities have been crucial in thinking about what sort of society we need, how society responds to the sorts of changes that have been imposed upon us or have come with the virus. And of course, at all times, the arts have been there as an important way in which we can actually keep ourselves in tune with each other and ability to actually take our minds away sometimes from the things that are pressing us immediately. So every single thing that you've done over your period in the degree will be of value. And it's important because you're the generation that's got to take this forward now and get society rebuilt in a way that is a post-COVID view of society, and build on the good things that have happened and lose some of the things that we didn't like. What you studied will be relevant either directly or just because you've learned a way of thinking, or a way of problem solving, a way of articulating and thinking about the problem so that you can then come up with solutions. Those are key skills which you will carry with you. And I know some of the university's core values include courage, honesty, and a commitment to social purpose. And they could not be more relevant or important today. Those are things which I hope you'll take with you as you start to go out into the world of work or into postgraduate studies or whatever it is you do next, and think about how you can make a difference. And you will always remember what you've learned at university as a way to feed into that. And you'll always be changed in the way you think as a result of what you've done over the past 3 or 4 years. As we recover from the pandemic, this is a joint activity to get to where we need to get to now. And we can see that as the virus retreats a bit in the UK, but it's still present across the world and will be with us for a very long time. It's not going to disappear. You will all be important in tackling not only how we tackle that, but also how we think about things like climate change, how we think about things like privacy and security, and areas that are going to be societal challenges going forward. And every one of you, I'm sure, has got a part to play on that. So I again wish you a very hearty congratulations from me, and again wish I could be in person with all of you to celebrate this and that you could all be together, but that will happen before too long, I'm sure. And in the meantime, as I say, congratulations, and I wish you very well for whatever comes next.
Thank you so much for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed the event and that you enjoy the rest of the day, whether you're celebrating with family or joining on one of the department digital events that many of our academic departments will shortly be hosting. Thank you.